After an hour-and-a-half drive, we have just arrived in Banff National Park, and we're gonna take a gondola ride up to the top of this mountain in this snowy winter wonderland.
Yeah, it's gonna be our first view of the national park, and I haven't been here in, I believe, like over 5 years.
Yeah.
And Chad's never been here.
I've never
before.
been here. It's beautiful. I feel like I'm in a photography book.
Yeah.
Like, it's so pretty.
A true winter wonderland.
So one of the things that I'm noticing first as we're on the gondola is just how quiet it is. I mean, because we spent the last 2 nights in the city, you know, there's some ambient noise, but here it's like nothing. And nothing but like the gondola noise, but otherwise it's so quiet. Oh, I love it.
It just started snowing. I think it's gonna be our first snowfall of the year. Because ever since we arrived here, the snow has just already been on the ground, but it is falling from the skies right now. The mountain that we are currently on is called Sulfur Mountain, and the great thing that comes with coming to the top of a mountain is that most of the times you have 360 views, and so from here we are able to see so many different angles of Banff National Park, and it's gorgeous wherever we look. And I do believe we've come at the perfect time because there really is no one here, especially like since it's such a popular destination. I am surprised that it is so quiet, and it's because we've come right before Christmas time, so right before the peak, and I'm just so happy with the time of year we've chosen to come and just how gorgeous everything is. I'm just such a fan of strikingly cold weather, especially when we have the right gear, because I feel like Chad and I just revert back to our childlike self, and we were just frolicking around and looking at the world in complete awe because we don't get to see this sort of climate very often. I know Chad.
I know, I love it.
So much fun, as much as I am.
So fun.
Yeah, it is.
I love gondola ride. We had such a wonderful time up at the top of Sulfur Mountain, but we're now heading back down, and I think we're gonna prepare because we have a dinner reservation tonight. We're gonna go walk around the city, get all checked into our Airbnb, and just explore where we're at. I think it's gonna take us hours to decide.
There's so many good options. If you didn't know, we collect an ornament from every single country that we go to visit, and so today we were doing some ornament shopping, and honestly, Banff has endless amounts of ornament options, so this actually took us quite some time to pick out, but I do think that we've got the best one. We wanted something that really screamed Canada to us, and so we have this little moose that's sitting in a canoe. It has little Christmas lights around it, and it has a raccoon and a little bunny, so I thought it was perfect, and I'm so excited to add it to the collection. For dinner this evening, we've come over to Three Bears Brewery and Restaurant, and we're starting off with some drinks. I got a winter seasonal ale, and it's really interesting in the flavor. There's like cardamom, clove, all sorts of spices in there. Definitely very, very festive. And then Chad got a good old root beer. And then we also got a starter. These are their shrimp bao buns. And what I just really love about the atmosphere so far is it's very cozy, and I feel like a lot of the places here in Banff just feel like you're going into someone's cabin and it's just wood and steel decorations all around, but I love the atmosphere. To follow our appetizer, we've gotten a burger just because we want a little bit more of that Alberta beef. And then we got a special pizza that has kale and elk on it because this region is really known for having really awesome game meats. And so tonight we're gonna have an elk pizza and give one of the many meats here a try. That sounds really odd, but we're gonna eat it. Yeah.
We just finished our scrumptious dinner and we're now about to catch the bus back to our accommodation, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for day 2 here in Banff.
So for some reason, I've never looked closely at a snowflake, like ever in my entire life. And right now, it's my very first time witnessing that snowflakes do indeed have 6 arms and so many intricate details. It only took me 24 years to notice, but better late than never. Also, this is our first time brushing snow off a car. So as you can see, we are perhaps a little bit too thrilled. I need a magnifying glass.
Watch out.
If we ever move somewhere that has snow, we'll get nothing done in the winter because we'll just be brushing our car off all day. Last night before I went to bed, I intentionally went up to our window and opened up the blind so that this morning I could wake up to the view of a winter wonderland, and it definitely worked. We had a lot of snowfall last night, and when I looked out the window for the first time this morning, it just looked like it was straight out of Narnia, and I got so happy in that moment, and it really did start my day just on the right foot. And because I allowed myself to wake up to such a happy start, I am just feeling so positive, especially when we're walking through such a beautiful wonderland right now and it's snowing, and I really do feel like a little kid again.
So today we have decided to walk on the Finland Trail. It's about 2 kilometers long, so not too bad. It's very flat, and we are walking between all of these towering spruce trees, and they're just so beautiful. They're all covered in snow. And I love that there's not too many people on the trail today, and we can hear all of the little critters out in the forest. It's just really nice to be out in nature. And what's different about this trail is that it doesn't really have this end goal. It's basically this loop through the forest. We've made it back into the city of Banff, and we are walking to the Park Distillery, where we're gonna go on this like distillery tour. But I'm actually going on a bit of a hiatus from alcohol. Just wanna, I don't know, just take a break from it.
Yeah, that's why you got the root beer last night. But I am not going on an alcohol hiatus, so I will be tasting everything on the tour.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Claire all of my free samples. Right in the heart of Banff is Park Distillery. a local house distillery that turns glacial water into high-quality spirits. Their water originates from 6 different glaciers in the Rockies, allowing their water to be packed with minerals from the limestone deposits of the mountains. They take pride in hand milling, hand mashing, and hand distilling to preserve the purity of all the ingredients passing through their distillery. And today, we get the pleasure of tasting 6 different spirits, including an award-winning Alpine Gin and a unique chili vodka.
We've just sat down at our table here at the Grizzly House, which is a very famous fondue place, and they have given us probably the best seat in the house. We're able to look out in the distance and see this mountain, and all of these people are walking on the main street, and I just feel like I'm literally in a Hallmark movie sitting here, but it's really nice. We ordered our food, I got a root beer, and it's a good time.
During my freshman year of college, I would often go to the library and sit in my special spot. My special spot was right in front of a perfect view of the Melting Pot, which is like a big chain in the US for fondue. And I would just always think like, oh, there's so many people going in for a night of fondue, and I never knew what it was like. And right now is the moment that I get to experience what they experience at a fondue place. So we have a nice basket of baguettes, and we also have some garlic that we can toss into this beautiful pot of cheese. And I think I'm gonna toss the whole thing in there because we love the garlic. Perfect, thank you. All right.
We just wrapped up our main entree where we tried 10 different types of meat, and they were all just so fantastic, and getting to cook it ourselves was a lot of fun. We decided to go with the Alberta meats as well as the exotic plate, so that was very interesting. But we've now moved on to dessert. We have some chocolate fondue as well as some fresh fruit.
Now that we are full of both chocolate and cheese fondue and we're all cozied up, we're gonna go and walk through a wonderland of lights. So behind me is Cascade of Time Garden, and right now they have a holiday light show, and apparently it's very spectacular and very magical. So we just got a lantern, which honestly is the most fairy tale thing in the world. And right now we're going from stop to stop, and it looks like each stop has a little story to read. This is really exciting for me.
I cannot imagine a better way for us to wrap up our time here in Banff. That In Search of Christmas experience was so much cooler than I expected.
Yeah.
I love the music, the lights, and the snow. Just makes it also magical.
Yeah, I also feel like just all the decorations were very sophisticated, very elegant, and it reminded me a lot of the artwork that you often see in Nordic countries.
Yeah.
And so overall, it was just so fantastic. And as a reminder, if you're looking for a VPN to protect you online and change your IP address, look no further than Surfshark, which right now is giving you 83% off and 3 extra months free. Link in the description box below for more details. So if you'd like to join us as we continue on with this Canada series, hit subscribe, and in the next video, we'll see you in Lake Louise.
All right, we'll see you guys. Bye.